It is the week of love here on Your Day with Anna Koyman, and today we are talking about how to keep the love alive with our spouses and partners, even when we're tired and busy from the kids. We've got Ming Gregory Clark, come on in, who is a relationship expert here to talk about that. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
So how do we prioritize date night in particular when we are just exhausted from the week with our kids?
Well, you know what? It is a lot and it can be very challenging, but you have to keep in mind that your relationship is priority, just like anything else. You don't want that to fall apart. So you have to set a time apart, try to set your schedule, put people in place, maybe a babysitter or grandparents, set a calendar of things that you can do.
Yeah, look, we schedule everything else, don't we? We schedule meetings.
Absolutely.
I tell people the same thing with fitness. You got to schedule in your workouts, put it in your calendar, set the alarm.
Yeah.
Now, are you saying to do that for just for date night or for spending time, for talks, for intimacy even?
For whatever you can do. Because whatever you do, just try to make time for it. Just schedule it. Put the kids to bed early. Even when you're tired, lay down with each other, have a glass of wine. Tell each other about your day. Just spend time together.
I think so often marriages become almost transactional, and you're just talking about, these are the bills, and this is where we're going to run the kids, to practice, or have you signed this daycare form or what have you. So how do we go, okay, I'm Anna and I'm Tim, or whatever your spouse's names are. How do you sort of step out of that mommy and daddy role or that caretaker role and be romantic?
I like to plan little staycations or go away. I have panty hunts where you find my panties.
I've never heard of that one. That is a funny one. Say that again.
You find all those panties,
if you weren't listening closely, you would have missed that one. You would have missed that panty hunt.
Yeah,
so it's like a
hunt.
scavenger hunt, but for some little sassy, lacy underwear.
You gotta keep it fun and exciting. Because men, they love excitement. They get bored too. So you gotta come up with new creative ways to keep it going.
Doesn't have to be expensive lingerie
exactly.
either, does it?
No, in case he doesn't find it.
Panty hunts, that's a new one. All right, that sounds good. Well, this will lead us into the next thing. Hopefully that keeps you from getting into fights. But look, couples, we all fight, right?
Yes,
if you
of
say you
course.
never ever fight, you're lying, right?
Yes.
Everybody does a little bit every once in a while. So how do we come back in our relationship stronger after we've had an argument, rather than going into our separate corners and not talking?
I think that with most fights, it's ego, selfishness. Take the ego out of it and say, okay, you know what? I'm sorry. Even if you didn't start the fight, say I'm sorry and start there.
Yeah.
And then try to have a conversation, a nice conversation. Give a hug. Give a hug.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Hug it out.
Hug it
That
out a little
stops
bit.
a
Hey,
lot,
I love
doesn't it?
you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Hug it out. And then talk to each other. But remove the ego.
Yeah, remove the ego. I think it's so important anytime in all of our relationships just to try to put ourselves in the other person's shoes and go, wait a minute, I do hear what you're saying. I disagree with you, but I do, I at least am trying to understand where you're coming from.
And sometimes we don't always agree, but doesn't mean that the other person's wrong, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be a little understanding. And also, we're wired to how we were raised and how we were born to think, but that doesn't make it right or wrong.
Right.
So we have to take that in consideration as well.
And also coming back stronger after fights, just while we're on the topic of arguments, is it okay to argue in front of your kids? Is it not okay to argue? No.
I don't think it's okay to argue in front of the kids. You can have a disagreement, but having a disagreement and arguing are two different things. Saying, I don't really want that on my sandwich. What I think is good for you, you should eat it. No, I don't really want that. That's one thing, but brawl out, hey, you die! I don't think that's healthy for kids at all.
Yeah.
They shouldn't see that, because they only become that too.
Exactly.
They
It sets
become
the
what they
example,
see.
doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, you end up being cut from the same cloth.
Exactly. So no, I don't think you should have dragouts in front of children.
Okay, well, great. Well, it's awesome to wrap up our week of love with coming back stronger after fights and just making time for romance with our spouses and partners. So, Ming Gregory Clark, where can we find out more information about you?
You can find me. My matchmaking company is Colorblind International Matchmaking, and my bridal business, thecustombride.com. They're both .com. It's colorblindinternational.com and thecustombride.com.
It's been lovely meeting you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your great tips.
Welcome.
Now, if you enjoyed this interview and you've enjoyed some of the others as well, make sure you look around on our channel. But make sure you also like, comment, share, save, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get notified next time we release a video. See you later.